I ain't have no money, so.
His life is the worst.
What were some of the challenges, I guess, just kind of beyond the fate fairy? Who else experienced some challenges at the stations? What about you?
The fact that because of whatever life circumstances I had, I couldn't get any higher education.
What about everybody else?
I went to the housing, go get a loan. The loan was like, you need a housing form, or like a loan form. I went back to the housing place, and they're like, you can't have a loan form. So just having to deal with the people in charge, them not being very cooperative.
Okay, do we have the sheets?
You want to do this now?
Yeah. Sports? Yeah. Okay. So who, are there any parallels does anyone see between, I guess, this simulated life and something like a real life? Yes.
I was a CEO, and then I got arrested, but I was still able to become a doctor after that. So,
How I got treated when I tried to get married would be accurate to how I would get treated if I tried to get married today.
Yeah, I think you don't know by now, those things they're handing out are for you to decode it and figure out what you are, who you are.
So if you all noticed at the beginning, everyone was given a name tag with all these different stickers on them. And kind of,
But you are very
Go back home and cry if I never go to elementary.
it's okay.
Cry, but I'm
Okay, so the red dot, that is English and non-English speakers. So the red dot signifies a non-English speaker. A red dot with a line across it means somebody who's able to understand some English, not speak it very well. And of course, if you didn't have a red dot, then that means that you are an English speaker.
Does it make sense? Because some of you look at me confused when I yelled at you. But if you ever go to the bank or you ever go anywhere, like I go with my mom doesn't speak very well English. They think the louder you speak, the more they understand. It's a misconception. Very confusing concept.
Yeah, so as you guys are looking at your decoding sheet, you can see and the way that you were treated during the game of life, your privileges that you had, and then when you weren't so privileged too. So to some who were treated as non-English speakers, you can see how it could have been demeaning the way that you were treated while you were going to the different stations. So it just kind of puts things in perspective.
Look at your new tab.
We don't all have the same privileges. We don't all have the same status.
So what do you have in here? What you have in there?
I was Native American, low poverty one.
What was the different things
Yeah.
that you experienced between the lower class and higher class? What was like
sitting next to a person with a gold speaker at the bank, and she's the CEO. Maybe that's sad. This is the bank for the third time in a row.
I played for everything in the game, and then like after 10 minutes, I was in the field for maybe 2 minutes after, and then just looking at pretty for the other place.
You had a hand up.
Faced a lot of discrimination. Nobody would talk to me. First time you just talking about your life over there. So I understand.
I have a question. How accurate do you think that this is? Like, do you guys think that this game of life is accurate or no?
Yes.
Why?
It is.
It's very accurate?
Yeah.
Why?
There's so much discrimination everywhere, especially in different corporations and like the banks. They don't care. They're just about money. So if you're a poor black man you're less likely to get any money than somebody who's even a poor white person.
And if anybody could change their fate with it, if anybody could change their name tag with it, and why?
Probably would to go a little bit in class and like went there with the LGBTQT or these gay. Just want a little bit more like
Maybe a little bit less. Yeah, just a little bit. Not as
I'm
high.
not asking for a lot.
Well, I guess I'm not, because I was a middle class white male, and I got the chance to get a higher education, and I just kind of coasted. And then it's like, oh, I sometimes got put before other people, and sometimes then I was like, oh, that's sad for them. Just like, oh, bye-bye. So I guess that kind of just shows like that representation, I think, was kind of more accurate. They just kind of upper middle class, just like coaster, nothing bad happened. Just,
I had a little red circle. So I was actually just one of the lines in mine because like doing anything, especially in hospital, was really hard. I was doing a bunch of these and like rubbing, pointing. So
I actually have a question for the group. Was anybody that was upper middle class or higher social class that was non-white, LGBTQ+? What was your experience like in the game?
I was actually Asian, and I didn't end up figuring that out until I looked at this. But people kept asking me if I was involved in electronics. That's why. So that makes sense.
Oh, sorry, go for it.
Everything was fine. Like I had a really nice house and I kept getting money. However, it didn't feel right because I couldn't be with the person that I loved. So, it sucked. They still live with me though. That's all that matters.
I was an upper middle class Native American, and so the person who arrests people kept saying, "You're a CEO," and then they arrest me because I stole someone's identity from fraud.
They arrested you because of what?
What?
They arrested you because of what?
They thought I stole someone's identity because they kept saying, "You're a CEO." You're a CEO. And I didn't.
Like they didn't believe her?
well, I was an upper class female Native American as well, and I didn't even realize that until just now. I thought I was white, except for there was one weird moment in the housing where everything was so smooth everywhere else, but they wouldn't let me get a bigger house for some reason, and I wasn't really sure why. They let my husband get a bigger house.
Did you have a...
So, what did it feel like to have people make assumptions about you? Do you have a really good example about who you are, what you do, where you come from? What did it feel like?
It sucked. All I did was a house for.
Does anyone actually think that the game isn't close to what life is actually? Because I know someone said that they did. So, because I know when I saw those signs outside were like random statistics about what people's lives are actually like and like what they go through. And everything on the paper, the way that they did it, the number count of everyone and like how many blacks, how many whites, how many Hispanics, it was all done through the census. So they went through the statistics and actually thought this out. So just wanted to assure you guys that it isn't just random. That we did actually do the research, looked it up, and made sure how many people get arrested per race every year. And that's how we actually found it. It wasn't just random fake. It seemed like it, but it wasn't.
I have a question for the parents that participated. What were you all's experience like, and how relevant do you think it was?
Well, for me, I'm actually a teacher, and later I found out that I was a male teacher, and that even though I had a title, I gone on and got a master's degree, they would not offer me any more income, and so I had to leave the profession, and I thought that was kind of eye-opening because a lot of males do leave the teaching profession because, you know, you can't really increase your, economic or opportunity. Like when I said, this people with my job, but in order to make more money, I had to do that. Then this guy over here, he kept going to prison These people, the people that are real stars, or, you know, I don't even think we had a high school education.
No, I went back to college.
I didn't find that out till later, but you know, all those things, you know, are real. You know, so you just have to, from my perspective, number one, love your work and love your job and the career that you choose, no matter, you know, the work should be money, the work should be, you know, what you're offering to others. And that sometimes, you know, people don't have to work as hard to accomplish the same things financially that you do. I.e. this person.
I'm going to say is who's in jail with me, but she turned me down for marriage.
I started out making, I think, $25,000 as a teacher, and I went back as a teacher, and you still could offer me more money, so I had to go change my career, and then I earned.
So you had 25,000 as a male teacher?
Yes,
Who was
as a
the
male
teacher
teacher.
that was a female? Sorry, so how much did you make? 20,000. Do you guys see what I'm getting at? That, all right, who else was the CEO? All right, were you,
I was a female CEO.
Female CEO, how much did you make?
80,000.
Male CEO?
Male CEO and I made 100.
Yeah.
For the people who kind of like specifically for the blue stickers and whatnot, people all kind of get jealous and mad at the other people who have stickers. Just like why do they get to go and like in front of me? Like did anyone experience that?
That was great.
Everywhere.
Waiting, go back, wait,
Did you kind of like
I put you in jail because somebody said you stuff.